Hi, a wonderful evening to each and every one of us that is present here on this show. I want to really appreciate all your effort. I want to thank you for your time, your sacrifices, your uh, patience thus far. It's been an awesome time, I must say, here inside Tim-Osa Media Studio, and it's been wonderful working with different teams. I want to say a very big thank you to our audience out there. Yes, our guest is already waiting for this evening, and she's in the waiting room. So hopefully, we are going to bring her on stage soonest. So I just want to say a very big thank you to every one of you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for finding time to be part of this program. We're looking at another new concept this evening, which is the concept of networking. Uh, I guess some of us should know what networking is all about, but we're going to be looking at it in a very deep manner this evening because our guest is fully ready, and I know you, as my viewers out there, you're fully ready too. So, without wasting much time this evening, we want to say a very big welcome to each and every one of you. If you are just joining us for the very first time, thank you for finding time to join us. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share our page. It means a lot to us. And also, if you are a returning subscriber, you've been joining us before, I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. I am not paying you for this, but you're doing it just from your heart. This means a lot to me too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget to also share it out to your friends. Don't forget to tell your friends about this great platform. It's our duty to always inform you of what you need to succeed in your various endeavors, to succeed in life in general. So, before I bring in our guest this evening, I want to tell the audience that Satimosa Media is not just a talk show platform. No, it's actually a media. This talk show is meant to actually create an awareness for the public to know that a platform like this is really existing. And thank God we've tried our best, and it's time to launch out and begin what our media is all about. The media in the Satimosa, what is all about, it's time to actually begin that. So in a few weeks from now, we'll start seeing our plans being rolled out to the general public. So without wasting much time, we have a very special person this evening, and she's one I don't joke with. Yeah, you can see the smile. The smile is genuine. If you know her, you know that smile is genuine. So this evening we have a very wonderful person here with us, and she's one that let me stop there for now. So hopefully she'll be able to introduce herself. So let's welcome this evening Mrs. Favorite Miracle, Miss Favorite Miracle. Yeah, Miss Favorite Miracle. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Team. Good evening. How are you
Good
doing?
evening. Thank you for honoring our invitation.
It's an honor to be on your platform as well.
Thank you very much. So how is your end? How you doing? Hope you're okay.
Yes, it's just that it's a bit cold over here. It has rained for a few minutes and it's a
Wow.
bit cold. That's why I see on my cardigan.
Yeah, it's very important, and I think that's the same thing we're experiencing here. The weather is getting cold, and we have to keep warm. But just to present ourselves, we have to go doing this without a jacket or something. So thank you for joining us. And what what are we going to be expecting from you this evening, Miss Miracle?
Okay, with what I've been given tonight to speak on, I'll be speaking on extensively on networking
Okay.
benefits and how it will help us in scaling professionally as individuals. So
Mm.
that's what I'll be speaking on.
Thank you very much. So, you see the way our speaker, you see the way she's talking, it's obvious she's one that is actually ready this evening for this show. So, if you have your questions, viewers out there, don't forget to drop your questions. Our speaker is ready. So, drop your questions and we'll display it for our guests to see this evening. And I trust that this evening will be a very impactful session. And for those that have not noticed, we have actually changed our logo for Tim-Osa Media. We now have a new logo, and this happens to be the first show having this new logo, and you know what that means. So, Miss Miracle, can you please introduce yourself so that the viewers will know you better? And don't forget
Okay,
to tell the viewers where I know you from, or where we met ourselves too. Yeah, I think that's very important. So it's part of networking.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's an honor and an uncommon privilege to be on this platform tonight, sharing my own knowledge with other persons. First of all, I want to thank Sir Tim or Mr. Timothy for giving me this opportunity to be on this platform giving a talk. It's an uncommon privilege, and I'm very grateful for that. Aside that, I want to also thank everybody who have taken out their time to be here tonight. I'm enthusiastic that tonight you're not going to be living here the same way. You're going to be living with something tangible. Okay, let me proceed.
I guess our network is not going to misbehave this evening. We're having a very wonderful time with our speaker, and then here comes the network. So, yeah, our speaker is coming back. The technical team, please try as much as you can to bring our speaker back this evening. We know, she said it's been raining over there where she is, and yes, I think she is back. Is she back? Yeah, we're hoping to get her back on stream. Yeah, before, yes, you're welcome back.
Thank you so much. The network would allow us to do something.
Yeah,
I'm sure we're going to do something tonight.
Sure.
Okay, let me proceed to what we have on our table tonight. As I said previously, that we are going to be talking, or I'm going to be talking extensively on networking, the benefits and how.
Miss Miracle, sorry, I have to jump in there. You haven't introduced yourself to us for us to know you.
Yes.
We want to
I'm
know
going to introduce myself.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to introduce myself. Allow me to finish this part.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, we are going to be speaking extensively on networking, and then we'll have a topic that has to do with disseminating useful information through social media. Now, my name is Miracle Favorite, and I am an affiliate marketer. Aside that, I also write. It's so funny how I got to connect with Mr. Timothy. It all started like a joke. I'm not somebody who always talks, but Mr. Tim is that man who always wants to talk. So I was privileged. During my service days, I served.
So that they will know that I talk for a living.
During my service days, I served as the OBS PRO 2. So I was always at the front desk, but he had something to do with broadcasting. So from time to time, he always comes to my table and is always like, you are not relating with anybody, you are not talking, you're not doing this, you are not doing that. But I told him that I've not found a reason yet to talk, and it's not easy for me to just.
That's the exact word.
And I've not found a reason yet. I've not found a reason yet to just start speaking with anybody, and that's when the chord struck. And then from there, one thing led to another. We started talking. We didn't really talk as such on the camp, but as soon as we left the campus, Mr. Timothy was the first to put a foot forward by collecting my phone number, and then we got talking from time to time. From time to time, we got talking, and that is what has brought us to this very point in time. As I said, it's an uncommon privilege to be on this platform. Hope I've done justice to introducing myself and telling our story.
Yes. Thank you very much
Okay.
for that uh, short but powerful introduction. Yes, I needed you to actually tell the audience where we got to know ourselves from, because that's part of networking. It's part of the reason why I had to, I asked you to talk about that, because it's part of what we are looking at this evening, networking. When I saw her, I saw beyond what others were seeing. I saw potentials. I saw somebody that has great value for the society. So even when others were just talking and doing all they want to do, I was seeing beyond what they were saying, and I knew this person were going to be working together in the nearest future. And just within the space of 3 years or so, here we are
Yes.
together doing this content, and I must say that it's an honor for me to bring you over to my show. I'm really glad and I'm happy that you are here doing this with me. Thank you very much for finding time to join us. So let's get it set and let's start fully. We're looking at the concept of networking. Miss Miracle, what can you talk
Okay.
about the concept of networking?
Um, like I said previously, I said when Mr. Tim asked me a question, I told him that I hadn't found a reason yet to have any conversation with those around, not until you struck a conversation. Now, the purpose of networking is for us to build ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You don't network because you just want to network. You network because you have something to offer and you need something from that person. It's networking has to do with a trade by barter. I'm giving you this, you are giving me that. When nothing is beneficial between the parties, networking is not in place.
Absolutely.
We have systems like network marketing, where we have the network marketers and then we have the prospects. If, as a network marketer, you don't have anything to offer to your prospects, there's no need of um, there's no need of you advertising that business. It's because you have value to offer. That is why you decided to launch out and then speak about that business. And those who are interested in getting that product or service you offer will opt in and then get their product. You need to give value to be able to network properly.
Thank you very much for that answer, Miss Miracle. You've talked about a lot of things that I think our audience will actually need a kind of and expansion on. But before we delve into that area, the concept of networking is actually very wide. And we want to actually look at it from the angle of getting to know people, getting to change your life just as a result of trying to know people. I I've seen a lot of people that they just pass through life without having an impact or without networking with people. Yeah, people are, we have different, will I call it, kind of people now. We have those that are very quiet, which I know you actually fall into that category. And we have those that talk for a living, which happens to fall into that category too. But looking at this kind of persons, how can you manage your kind of person in terms of networking?
Okay. Um, First of all, as we were discussing this evening, and I told you, I said something that when it has to do with networking, you have to build yourself. If you don't build yourself, there is no way you can network with people. You
Absolutely.
need to develop something that people will pick interest in. If people don't pick interest in it, then there is no way that you can network with them. Okay, you give me
Yeah.
an example tonight. You said something about Emmanuel, the
Yeah.
guy that won the heart of Tony Elumelu. We call him
Yeah.
Tony
Emmanuel Luka.
Elumelu's
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, you need to see something in that picture where he positioned himself where he will be spotted. If he didn't
Mm,
position himself properly, there was no way he would be able to be spotted.
mm,
You
mm,
can't be in your comfort zone, quiet, and expect things to happen. If he didn't
mm,
take that step of faith towards making posts that um, causes reaction, people to respond, there is no way he'll be able to network with Tony Elumelu. I get
absolutely.
to my point now. He had to
Definitely, man.
build himself. You know, when it has to do with networking, you need to offer something of value. And you can't offer something of value if you don't build yourself to become somebody of value.
Mm,
I get to my point. That's
yes.
where you have to come into investing in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, there is no way you'll be able to make strides out there. Now I'm into affiliate marketing and I deal on digital products, not physical actually, and I work with Expedia. Now there's something I noticed. As soon as you begin to scale as an affiliate marketer,
Yeah.
something happens. You begin to connect with people of like minds. You begin to work with people of like minds. People of like
Mm,
minds begin to connect with you, and then you see yourself flying. Okay, now there's a certain young man on Expania platform. Now he tells his story, he makes us understand that he started business in secondary school, but
yeah.
now he found out that he was struggling to make sales. But he made up his mind that he was going to stand out as an affiliate marketer. He swore with his being. So he started buying courses, he started investing in himself,
Mm,
working extensively. As that normal affiliates won't work, he will work. He puts so much value in himself that currently he's the only affiliate that will be speaking at an event where we have men like Ronald in Zimora, we have Akin Alabi. If you know these men, you know that they are men of impact.
mm,
They are not just ordinary men.
yeah.
Now he has been able to build value that he can call them and they will answer him. If you don't build value in yourself, there is no way you can network with people. Now, I'm somebody who doesn't just speak with people anyhow. I'm very conscious. I don't know, maybe it's because of the environment where I found myself. I don't speak with people anyhow. I'm not the calling type, I'm not the talking type. But I came to understand that if I don't go out of my comfort zone, I will be, it will be detrimental to my growth.
Mm,
So I had to push myself. I started talking to people. I started being friends. I started picking interest in things I would normally not pick interest
no
in.
big interesting. Yeah.
Yes, there are things I don't pick interest in, but I started to pick interest in them. Like now, I'm not a football fan, but I decided to choose Chelsea as my club. So whenever Chelsea is playing, even though I'm not watching the match, I follow those from my
Yeah.
timeline,
I
and
think I
then
have to
I'll
stop
just
at
be
this so
shouting
that
up Chelsea. we just have to flow. I'm not a football
Yes.
fan, but I just have to
Mm,
bring something that creates a balance, that
mm,
if I speak, people can relate to it.
mm.
So first, when it has to do with networking, even though you are somebody that doesn't like talking, this is what you should do. Start small. Start small. Start speaking to one or two persons from your church. You're walking along the road. If you see somebody you like or you pick interest in, you can just strike a conversation. Hello, good morning. How are you doing? Okay, let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you something I did. I noticed that working online from home as an affiliate marketer, it makes me not to go out as much. So I decided from the hours of 6:45 to 7:45 a.m., I'm out jogging. I jog 2 junctions. So ever since I started jogging, I noticed that people started talking to me one way or the other. They started making interest and all that. Now, on a normal day, me, I will not even talk to you. But when I
Yes.
saw the way they were talking to me, I will not say I will just shun them. That's not how life is. I
Absolutely.
just the one that asks for my number, oh, what's your number? I give them. The one that wants to strike a conversation with good morning, how are you? I greet them back, good morning. If I see the talk is elongating excessively, I cut it short. May the Lord bless you, and then I'm on my way. Because I need to, yes,
I'm,
because
I'm, I'm loving this tonight.
because I need to end my exercise by 7:45
Mhm.
and move to the next thing on my schedule. I need to churn out content. I need to speak to prospects, those I know that they are on my waiting list. I need to act. I don't need to let another time go into another one. So
Yeah.
that's how I've been able to pull myself from that um, saying I'm a shy person. Nobody's really shy. It's just that mentality you put in yourself. The Bible makes us to understand something that as a mind thinketh, so he is.
Easy. Yeah.
If you think you are shy, you are shy. But if you think you are bold, you are bold. So that's how it is. And then you should focus on something that the other party has interest in. Now, if you want to network with somebody and you know this person likes to talk about food, look for something that centers on food and then you talk with the person. You make conversation, just strike something and start talking. Do you understand? Are you getting my point?
You
Or
are
I'm
you are
talking
you
too
are hitting
much?
you are hitting really hard tonight. Because you are I'm in fact I'm writing. I'm literally writing and I'm getting every bit of what you're saying sincerely. So are you done?
There are some few points I still want to churn out,
Okay, yeah, go ahead,
and
please.
that's now when it has to do with networking. There are things you need to put in place, you need to consider when you're networking. You have to consider what you have to offer.
Mm,
Like in my previous notes before Satin made me to understand that I was majoring on the minor. I had to major on the major. Now
mm,
I prepared my notes extensively on disseminating useful information through social media. Now, when you want to network with people, yeah, the digital platform or digital platforms have made it easy that we can network with anybody. I always say this, that if you have a mobile phone, that's an Android mobile phone, and you're on any platform, that's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, on LinkedIn, you have the leverage or you have an added advantage that you can talk to virtually anybody. It's just that I don't know, maybe people don't see beyond just going through feeds and all that. You can talk to the president of the United States. You can talk to the King of England. Now we no more have the Queen, we have the
yeah.
King. You can talk to anybody, but now you need to position yourself, just as Emmanuel Nduka positioned himself to be able to be seen by Tony Elumelu. Now he was not just seen like that. He had to connect with people around Tony, Mr. Tony Elumelu. So when he was churning out his content, he was conscious of those people.
Mm.
When you have to do networking, you must be certain of the kinds of persons you want to network with. That
Okay.
is why there's this top affiliate we have on Xpania. His name is Ken Okoye. He says when you want to build your platform, you want to build your audience organically, there's something you do. Your bio has to reflect the kind of person you are.
Yeah, you are.
It speaks, they might not have met you before, but when they see your bio and they see your pinned tweets or posts or thread or anything, they know, like, and they trust you instantly. There's a way your bio twists the minds of
Projects you.
people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. So you must be able to build yourself, your outlook, everything about you that makes it easy for people to understand the kind of person you are. So now, what is my point? Forgive me for talking extensively. You need
No,
to
no, 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 no.
consider what you
We
have
are
to
getting it.
offer.
Sorry.
You need to consider what you have to offer. And then
Okay.
let curiosity lead the way. Let curiosity. You need to be curious about things. Let it lead the way. And then you need to set big goals. Let your goals be big. You cannot be aiming for the top and then what your goal is saying is below average. If you want to meet somebody like, let me say, the King of England, there are things you need to put in place. You need to understand some things about their culture. You might decide to apply for their scholarship for something. You might decide to create content that centers on the Buckingham Palace or something that just attracts them to you. And then you find a common ground, something that unites you all. You find a common ground, something that unites you all. And now, when it has to do with networking, also, you need to choose who you network with. You can't network with everybody. You need to be very selective. You need to be choosy because not everybody can be in your circle. Sometimes, let me say, those top people, when they see the kind of caliber or the certain kinds of people that are in your network, it might resent them. So you need to be selective of the people you speak with or network with. Now you offer opportunities for networking. If you really want to build a network of persons, you need to offer opportunities for people to speak with you. Morning exercise. And then let me say on social media platforms, you can connect with people, offer to connect with them. And then you network everywhere, anywhere. You can network in your church, you can network at a business seminar, you can network at a party, you can network at, you can network in the toilet.
Yeah,
But you
I
can
think some
network with
persons has
people
done it
on,
anyway. Some persons have done it. You can network in a public toilet.
I don't mean outside now, I mean inside the toilet now.
No, like I've gone to a public toilet where I met some persons inside the toilet and we were able to network and we exchange contacts.
Okay, let me should I take back my point then?
Yes, you have to. Thank you, ma.
Okay, I'm taking it back. You
I
can
think I
network in the
prefer you can
toilet.
mention any. You can network anywhere, anytime. I think that'll be fine.
Okay. Um, Now the should I say the last point? It's not really the last point, but I'll say this. If Mr. Timothy was not persistent on networking with me, my body language had a way of repelling him because I was not a talking type. But he foresaw, is it not foresaw or foresee?
All
He
of them
foresaw,
there.
so he was able to network with me, was able to connect with me. Your body language has to be positive. It has to be positivity for people to be able to connect with you. If you are not speaking positively, there's no way people will be able to connect with you. I would like to share this little experience with you. Something happened today. There's this woman I often purchase materials from. So today I saw her in church and I was like, oh, mommy. I was so excited. I gave her a warm hug. And then next to her was my former landlord's wife in her car. Now, there's a way she behaves, and it's quite funny. I don't understand. There's this soberness and all that. As soon as I just hugged it, as soon as I stepped close to the woman, that's the woman I purchased materials
You
from. You need to
purchased things
see,
from
she
there.
I lighted from the car she was, and she started hugging me. She was so happy. She even stained my t-shirts. She was, oh, miracle, I've missed you. It's been a while. I was like, we moved from so and so place. That's why you have not been seeing me. Say, don't worry, I'll give you a call. The other woman was just looking at me like this. So I decided to run into the bookshop and then I came back and I decided to greet her. When I greeted her, you need to see the response, the cold response. I was not asking myself, why did I even go there
Why
in
did you
the
even greet
first
her?
place?
Yeah,
And I've just gone inside the church. But ITK, I decided to greet her. But that's
yeah.
by the way. If you don't give people a positive body language, there is no way they can connect with you. So that's it.
Mm. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Sincerely, I think my book is gradually filling up this evening because of the points that you're giving us this evening. Let me not say I've never had it this way. I know what I'm saying. I do the question, and I ask the question, and my my guests will reply. But for this night, I think I'm very blank about the topic that is being chosen this evening. And just within a very short period of time, you've been able to actually do justice to this topic. We are just starting because we still have a lot of things to actually discuss. You've talked about the concept of networking as a whole, and someone will always say that your network determine your net worth. Yeah, the network you move with, the people you move with, the people you connect with, they determine your net worth. You like, I for one, I don't move with everybody. I talk with everybody, but I don't move with everybody. They are two different things. Yeah, you can, I can connect with you. We can talk. If I see that this person actually have something to offer, up we go. But if you have nothing to offer, then as much as I can, I leave you on that conversational friendship basis. Why? Because I'm a young boy that is trying to build a very strong network. I'm one that is very, very enthusiastic about what tomorrow holds. So the people that I draw closer at this time determines what actually will happen. I love that smile. Keep it up. So determines what actually will happen. So in having conversations like this, it's actually important we look at what networking is all about. Look at people that have, a few days back, I watched uh, Dangote. I think he had a conversation with one of these. I think Otedola. Yeah, they met somewhere, and the caption was an outing with my friend and my brother Ote Cash, something like that. So I was just looking. I was actually smiling because the journey is not something that started today. Started a long while, and they've been building it. They've done a lot of businesses together. They've failed together. They've seen visions together. They've achieved some goals together. So that's what networking is all about. You get to meet people. Don't be shy. Connect with them. You get to meet people. People can yeah, I've gotten a lot of no as an answer to. In fact, there are some there's actually somebody I just at times I can be so blunt. Yeah, I I hardly visit people inbox, but if I come to your inbox, I come straight. There's a particular lady, two of them, I must say, they had NGO and they were calling for volunteers. And I was already in the UK, so I just felt, okay, I think I like the vision of the NGO. So let me see how I can just, since I can't be there physically, probably my money should be able to do something about the NGO. So I actually went to their inbox and I met with one of them. I said, please, I've seen your NGO. I love what you're doing. Can we be friends? And the lady, I don't know what she meant by can we be friends. She told me I'll think about it. After some few days, she came back and said, no, we cannot be friends. I laughed. I said, oh. I met with the second person. She also has an NGO. And I said, can I be part of your NGO? And I said, please, I want to know more about your NGO. Can I have your contact so that you tell me more about your NGO? And she sent me a link and said, go through this link. You will see all that the NGO is doing. And anything you want to do with the NGO, you can go ahead and do it. You don't need my number for. I said, I want to connect with you as the founder, the visionary behind this NGO. And bluntly, she rejected my offer. So there's some network that will definitely not work out. Allow the network to lie. Yeah. As you are growing, those persons, they want to actually connect with you later on. Because you don't allow your present failure to affect your growth. Some of us, we have failed in diverse ways in trying to network. And in fact, there was a day, I think I can say this on air, I so much love Sheung, the guy that talks about politics in the channels. In fact, I had to message him privately that I want to actually get to know him and let's work together. Till date, I think the message is still lying in his inbox, and I've not gotten a reply yet. So that is where my question will now come to you, Miss Miracle. In trying to network, is there any way that you should position your message, or because I noticed something. I've gotten message from a couple of persons trying to network with me, and there are some messages I receive. It affects my head. What do I mean? Yes, this is me saying it to the public. I get message from Miracle every month. Yes. In fact, I look forward to see her messages on a monthly basis. It's not because she's here. In fact, I told her this off air, and I'm still saying it on air. When I am getting the message, when the message comes like this, in fact, I remember the first month I got a message from her. Like, I kept looking at that message for more than 1 week. The way she pictured our friend, the way she described our friendship, and the way she made me feel so important as a person. Like, I said, wow, so somebody can be this constructive. I thought I read mass communication. I thought I'm a journalist, so I didn't know. I was supposed to ask her this evening, what did you study? And she told me that what's the connection? And I later discovered it's just a gift from God. So what am I trying to say? like, though I'm asking a question, I'm trying to buttress more so that you understand what I'm trying to say. Like in trying to connect with some persons, I've gotten a message from some persons that, hi, can I be your friend? And in a world where scammers are everywhere, scammers want to become friends, I just go ahead and click no, block. But in another way, I've gotten message from some persons. Hi, Timothy. Thank you very much for accepting my connection. I've seen your works. I so much love it. I want to connect with you also. Like, when I get messages like that, there's this inner joy that arose from my heart. Before you know it, I'll be the one to even reach out to you. Thank you very much for all your econiums and everything. I would love to actually work with you. So what I'm trying to say is there, in trying to network with people, is there any way that you should structure your messages? Whether in a face-to-face conversation, is there any way you should begin the conversation? Some persons begin conversation without, yeah, though normally greeting can be nothing per se, but there are some persons that they like, you can't come to my DM and you tell me, hi Timothy, I need this. Not even a good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I consider that person, this person is rude, and that's the end. So, like, is there any way that one should structure each he or her messages in trying to make these networking processes work out, Miss Miracle?
Okay. Unfortunately, I've been in that shoe, and
Okay.
this is what I'll say about it. I was privileged to work with a branding firm in 2021. All we did was brand t-shirts, books, and all that. Now I worked for a hospital. That's Asaba Specialist Hospital. I did their, all these posts, all these small triangular posts. When you want to enter a ward, you see like
Yeah,
maternity ward and all that. So when
absolutely. Yeah,
they
yeah.
built the hospital and they needed something like that. So I was the one to run that job. Now I had to be conversing with the MD, and she was this kind of person that was not that free with people. Being at the top is not really easy. You don't know who likes you and who doesn't like you. If you don't have the
Absolutely.
spirit of God inside of you, you might want people who will do. So they have to be extremely careful. There was a day I went to her office, if not because of my boss, who was her uncle, I don't think I'll be able to see her. But I was privileged to have a number. I was privileged to have conversations with her when I went to the hospital to make deliveries and then supervise workers were doing across the hospital. Now, that's monthly messages I send. There's something I do. I decided to state leaders, those that I know that are handling key positions that I'm privileged to work with.
Mm.
I separated them into a different place. And then my friends and my family, those I know I have built acquaintance with for a long time. Not all my contacts, I don't send messages to all my contacts. I'm very selective with those I know I want to keep connections with. I decided to be sending it monthly. God has been giving me grace. It has not been easy to sit down and construct a message that hits them emotionally. So this month, that's the month of September, I've been sending this woman every now and then. I make sure I keep to it. And this month, she sent me a message. I was even surprised. Somebody that I
Wow.
wished, thank God that he delivered safely. She did not answer me. But this one, she sent me a message. She said, "You write so well." And I had to screenshot it. I was so excited. Now, if you want to connect with people, I know you can't connect with everybody. Everybody has the way they react, they respond to things. If you
Absolutely.
see you keep trying your best, you see where they are weak and decide to come in there. If you're not able to get where they are weak, you might look for those around them, and then you speak to those around them, come close to those around them, and then those around them be able to connect with them. So that's how it is. You just look for a way to come into their life. Like I said, look for a common ground where you can come in, and then you work with them. That's how it is. And if you find
Oh,
out
thank you.
that they are not responding, my friend, my brothers and sisters, please leave them alone. You can't force any connection. Just leave them alone.
Thank you very much for that warm answer. Yes, to a very wonderful uh, guest, or yeah, should I call it? No, they are not. My guest is Miracle. To our audience out there, and to Mr. Samuel Nzekwe, thank you for your comments. It actually shows that you're following the show this evening. If in case if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop your question. We are actually taking note of some of these things. So. Yes, for that answer, I would say once again a very big thank you. Here is another question, Miss Miracle. We have Facebook, yeah, we have Twitter, we have WhatsApp, we have Instagram, we have LinkedIn. In trying to build connection, what do you think uh, is the impact of social media in networking? Yeah, I think that's the right question. What's the impact of social media in networking, and which social media platform do you think is that are best suits the networking system?
Okay, now I'm going to say this. First of all, you must understand that I was listening to Dan Lok yesterday,
Okay.
and he said something. It's only foolish people that that go online on social media, and then they are not looking for means to profit. Now, there's
Mm,
something we say in marketing. We say that um, the money you are looking for is in people. So for you to get money from people, you must be able to offer something that they are interested in.
mm,
Now, when it has to do with building connections, you must be specific about what you are building connection for. You don't just burst online and start building connection. It's not thoughtful. Now, as a writer or somebody that writes and is into affiliate marketing, I connect with people I know that have like passions with me. With people I see that they can write effectively to boost my writing. Now, when it has to do with platform, as I said, you are not going on social media just because you want to have fun. You are going on social media because you want to do something. There's something specific you want to do. So, is that thing, that specific thing you want to do, that will determine the platform you use?
mm.
Like now, if you want to build business connections, you know quite well as a man or woman of wisdom that you position yourself as an authority on LinkedIn. You know, LinkedIn is where you have thousands of business persons. We have CEOs, we have solopreneurs, and all that. They're working, they're doing their own thing, talking about their businesses, talking about the solutions they have to offer to the world. You chip in yourself there. If it's business connection you are looking for, that's from the corporate world. about corporate and all that. So you need to construct or build your contents around the corporate world. Now, let me say you want to advertise your business. You want to connect with people that have like minds in business. You want to meet prospects. You know, networking too has to do with um, offering something. As a business
Absolutely.
person, you need to network with your um, prospects. So now, if you are somebody who is a business person, you have something physical to offer, even though it's not physical, it could be digital. Now, you just go straight to Instagram. That is where the people are because it's more of a visual platform that gives you the leverage of advertising your products in video form, pictorial form, in motion graphics, and all that. So you leverage on Instagram, like Facebook. Now I was studying something that should be last week Wednesday or thereabout, and then the content writer, he diversified the platforms we have. He said something. If now the people want to connect with our young minds, you can't start going to Facebook. Most of the young minds are on platforms like TikTok, they're on Instagram. So that's where you're going to position yourself because that's your audience and majorly youth. Let me see, like now, you want your audience are people from the 40s, 50s, and thereabouts.
Yes, I think we lost our guests again, but I trust our technical team. They are going to help bring her over soonest. You know, it's been an amazing time in the studio here in Tim-Osa Media Studio. In fact, I've learned a lot. I thought I knew some things about networking, but until just now that I'm getting to learn new things, I'm getting to understand. If after this conversation, there are some persons that I'm going to personally send connections to. There are some persons I'm going to add on my list because as you're growing, the people you move with actually matters a lot. That is why somebody rightly said your network determines your net worth. So, in getting to know people, yeah, I think our guest is back on the show this evening. So, let me see. Yeah, she's trying to connect back with us. So she was just trying to. Okay, are you there?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, so you can take the floor now. Thank you.
So, as I was saying previously, that what you have to offer will determine the platform you work with. If you want
Okay.
to connect with more business persons, the CEOs and all that, you go to LinkedIn where they are, more of them. You see CEOs across the globe. You just need to position yourself properly.
Mm.
So when it has to do with networking, you need to be sure of what you have to offer and then your target audience. That's what I'll say.
Thank you very much for that warm answer about that particular area. You know, in networking, yes, you've dealt with the area of trying to help us understand how to actually position yourself in trying to network with the right set of persons. Yes, if you are not getting the right set of persons in your network, then you have failed. Because the social media is not just all about Facebook in WhatsApp. Yes, some persons actually they are building their network in the opposite gender. Yes, they go to Facebook, they go to WhatsApp, they go to Twitter, they go to LinkedIn just to look for the opposite gender. I think that's fine. If that's your calling, pursue it with passion. Yes, run after it and make sure you get the desired result later on. But if your career is something that is paramount to you, then you should know the right platform to actually pursue your career. You get to meet people. In fact, I get connection on a daily basis. I get connection. Yeah, I think I have to say this on air. Yes, there are a whole lot of requests I sent when I was in Nigeria. I sent requests to some persons, and the request was just there hanging. But the day I changed my location on Facebook, Miracle, the day I changed my location on Facebook, I didn't know how it works before. That day, I have nothing less than 200 friend requests. That day, the day I changed my location. Like, I was shocked because, yeah, I've been sending connection, but me now getting 200, like close to 200 friend requests just within one day. I was like, what is this? So the 200 friend requests, I could not accept it. I had to start filtering them. The one that actually I know, the ones that don't know me, I allow them come to my inbox and come and introduce themselves better. There are some that I don't even know before, and they came to my inbox and they were like, oh, we have seen you done this and all that, so want to actually go through this route. And the day I now announced my graduation, in fact, that day, that was the day I had like 5,000 friends. Because people tend to connect with those they feel they can actually get something from. If you don't have anything to offer, they wouldn't connect with you. Just like what Miracle said when we started this show this evening. Like, in our team there, in the OBS team, we had a lot of persons there. Like, we have a lot of people that are actually they are really nice. Like, we have people of different faction. We people that are very creative in their various endeavors. We had them in our team, but the truth is, it took me time to actually understand that, okay, this person is really going to have impact on me later on. I could see the reservation, though reserved but impactful, though reserved but had a lot of things to actually offer. So that led me to trying to, okay, let me get to know this person, let me get to network with this person, because there are some team that you belong to. They will actually literally tell you, as much persons that you can network with them, because it's going to go a long way to help you. The staff that I have today in my Tim-Osa media, yeah, the staff that I have today, they are like people that we met along our way to destiny. Those we met on campus, those we met, yeah, I think I have somebody that we met in an eatery, and we got connected, and today we are actually best of pars in trying to make sure that we put our content out there. So we have a lot of things that we should understand and we should learn when it comes to the aspect of networking. Networking is a two-way thing. Networking, the way you sell yourself matters a lot. Do not go to social media and begin to post some sort of nonsense on social media, trying to make sure you post some nude pictures on social media just because you want to attract the opposite gender. The social media, do not forget. Never forget that in your head. Social media will never forget. People may tend to forget what you have done. Today, a lot of persons are contesting for different positions politically, and people are going to dig out their past just to try as much as they can to haunt their political career. Anything that you're posting now, just understand that somebody has actually downloaded it. Let me give a very clear example. I have a lady on my contact on WhatsApp. Yeah, the lady was trying to, I think, make stash, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she was trying to make stash, and because she was the kitchen cabinet was quite high, because she wasn't tall enough, she had to put chair to stand in making sure that she was able to make that search successfully. So in trying to do that, she told the younger ones, please snap me. And they actually snapped her and she posted it on her status. The next day, I was online. I saw a blog carrying her picture when she posted it. I saw it that evening when she posted it. The next day, I saw a blog carrying the story, not actually a story. They just, they are looking for content. People just want to sell themselves, sell their product. They want to sell their social media pages. So they just saw the picture and they derived a content for that particular picture. And before you knew it, the thing started selling. People started, oh wow, this is nice. A short wife how to use a stool to make stash and all that. So what am I trying to say? People might tend to forget, but social media will never forget. The content you are putting out there, you don't know who it might be affecting. You might just put the normal content out there. I saw there was a story I read about a young lady. The lady actually applied for a job, yeah, and she got the job, a job offer on LinkedIn. Yeah, she got the job, and she posted like just to tell people that okay, I'm not working here. And somebody that commented on that post, I was like, you are not working here. Why are you telling us something related to that? And the lady went to the mass comments to rain insult on that man. Why would you come and comment such thing on my post? Why can't you just see my post and walk by, not knowing that the man that she just insulted happens to be one of the managers of that company? So that's how that young lady lost that job. So the content you put out there matters a lot. I post, but I don't post. As those that know me, I don't post nonsense. I think I can be proud to say that. I don't. When I post things, I know this thing actually will help one or two persons. Yeah, I can say it's my social media page. I have a leverage to post anything I want to post. A lot of persons are looking up to me. A lot of destinies are connected to my destiny. So if they see things I'm posting is not accordance to what I ought to post as a person, you begin to see that those persons, they begin to run away. And you will not begin to affect the lives you're supposed to affect. Those that are supposed to network with you, you will not begin to network with them again. So here comes another question, Miss Miracle. I just hope our network will allow us conclude this conversation this evening. We'll just have few time at our disposal this evening. You've talked about different areas of networking, which is actually very nice. So in trying to network with people, whether higher or lower, in trying to connect with people, whether higher than yourself or lower, what are the few things that you think one can actually put in place before you can begin to connect, before you can begin to meet with people, before you can begin to sell yourself? What are the few things that you think you should put in place as a person before you can sell yourself to the outside world?
Okay, thank you, Sir Timothy. As I said previously, you have to be a person of value. Networking is a trade by barter something. If you don't have anything to offer, there is no way you can connect with people. You need to have something to offer. Yes. And then you can't have something to offer if you don't build yourself. Now, I learned something from Ken Omokoye, and he said that for you to become valuable, you must invest in yourself. Your time, your energy, your resource must be put into investing in yourself. Now, if you don't invest in yourself, people will not see the value in you. I was talking one time about money. I said, money does not have any value. Believe me, yes or no. The thing that has value is what you exchange money for. If
Mm-hmm.
you are buying a lampstand, if you can pay money to get a lampstand, that means that lampstand is more valuable than the
It's
money.
more valuable, absolutely.
If you can pay 1.3 million for a car, that means that car is more valuable than the money. No matter the value of that money, whether it's 1 billion, 1 trillion, if you can give it out in exchange for something, that means that thing is more valuable than the money.
Mm,
So now,
mm,
if you want to connect with people, you must be a person of value first. Value must come forefront. You need to establish a common ground where the both of you connect. You can't just connect with people because you want to connect with them. You connect with them because there's something you know you want from them, and there's something you can also offer to them. Now, on my own part, I connected with like minds of Kenwo Okoye, like minds of Chigozie Mabo. Now, this name I'm calling, they are quite foreign, but they are top, they are men of renown. That when it has to do with affiliate marketing, sales strategizing, and all that. Bruno Wogo, I connected with them. And from
mm,
time to time, when I'm having a little issue and there, I just speak with them. Because of their busy schedule, they might delay, but one way or the other, they will answer me. Like yesterday, I was having a little challenge. I had to call one of my colleagues. Now he's specializing in sales strategy, sales, he's specializing in sales. That if you're having challenges in your sales, you meet him as a sales expert, yes, sales strategist, sales expert, that's what I'll call him. So I was having a little challenge and I spoke with him and he explained some in-depth things for me. Now, if I hadn't built a relationship with him, if I hadn't connected with him on the basis of being able to,
10,000 inside your account.
you can go ahead, man.
if if I don't, if I didn't build myself and tell him that, oh, Anthony, this is what I'm having, and this is, there was a time he was also having challenge, and I told him, I was
Mm,
able to provide solutions to him. We're talking some kind of things that have to do about our business. Now you need to find a common ground before you start connecting with people. First, you build yourself. You know the people you want to connect with, and then you find a common ground, and then you connect with them. When you have found that common ground, you connect with them. There are 3 steps.
mm. Thank you very much for that, Miss
You're welcome.
Miracle. Thank you for that answer. We understand the so it's normal. It's normal. It happens like that. Sometimes I have to make sure I boot my door so that anybody will not have access
Good.
to where I'm doing this, because I know some person might just walk in and all that happens. So thank you for that particular answer. You know, during when you were trying to actually talk about that, you made mention of something must be a person of value before you can actually network, which tells me that if you don't have something to give, if you don't like the reason why I want to network with somebody is because I have something to offer. I have something I feel if we work together, I'll be able to get something. I was discussing with somebody this evening. I told the person, I said, my platform, I now preach my platform as a message. Why? Because I believe in this platform. I believe that tomorrow a lot of things will be coming out of this platform. In fact, maybe who knows? Presidential candidates will be interviewed on this platform a few years from now. I'm very, very certain about that. Like leaders, world leaders, they will be interviewed on this platform a few years from now. That is part of the dream that I am trying to build. It doesn't just happen overnight. At times, you beg people, please subscribe to my channel. Please do this for me. Please do that for me. And some of them they tell you, no, what will you give to me for me to actually subscribe? What will you give to me to do this? I will tell them, see, a time will be coming. You'll be the one trying to beg me to subscribe to my channel, and I will tell you, if you like, go and subscribe. If you like, don't subscribe. Why am I trying to say this? The people you network with matters a lot. I got some friends back then in the university. Back then in the university, it wasn't all rosy. There are times that you have to sleep with hunger because there's no food for you to eat. There are times that you have to check your pockets and there is nothing inside. So I got some couple of friends who came through for me as at that point in time where things were actually very rough, where you just want to bear it all. You don't want to communicate with anybody back home and all that. And probably because one is now just a step away from them, not a step ahead, a step away, and some of them begin to feel, oh, you are not higher, you are not this, you are not that. I had to draw some of them because I told them this is the best time for us to network very well. We've known ourselves in bad times, so that times that things are now becoming good, we should bond them more, because that is what is called you reaping the fruit of your own labor. You knew me when I had nothing, so today we should be able to actually work very well. So here comes another question, Miss Miracle, because I know this might look a little bit trickish, yes, but I trust God in you to give us the right answer this evening. So like in networking, you got a couple of contacts. Yeah, you have couple of contacts. You collect people's number. You tried as much as you can to keep in touch with them. Is it actually possible to keep in touch with everybody?
See, that question is something I have been battling with for a while now. There's this childhood friend of my elder brother. We grew up in the same compound in Jos.
Okay.
Now, we became good friends, and then things happened during the crisis in 2008. Our house got bombed from the roof down, everything, we lost everything. Now, after the incident, we parted ways. But God having it, that's my neighbor, attended the same school with my elder brother. That's the same tertiary institution with my elder brother. Now I was able to connect with him. And you know life, there's a way life pushes you. If you're not coming from a favorable background, you weren't born with a silver spoon. You want
Absolutely
more. Now, he was privileged. He worked so hard, did courses, and currently he's working in one of the best hospitals in Abuja. Now, in 2020, yes, 2020 precisely, he told me about his daughter, that he adopted a daughter. He's not yet married, but he adopted a daughter. We got talking and all that. And there was a time I asked him, I said, can I have a conversation with your daughter? And he was like, yes, when she comes back from school. I was like, okay, no problem. We kept talking and all that. And I said, but you said I'll have a conversation with her. That conversation alone, till date,
Mm.
we haven't had any conversation again. Even when I send him new messages, he doesn't respond. I told myself that I was not going to force myself on anybody. No one is too important to be replaced. You can replace anybody as long as they feel that your importance in their life has expired. Is it expired and used? Has elapsed? You let them be. You can't force anybody. You can't create a bond that was never in place. So anybody that feels that you are not in their class or in their caliber, you let them be. Networking is not by force, it's a choice. The way friendship is a choice, that's the way networking is a choice as well. So that's
Wow.
it.
Thank you very much for that awesome answer. So before we release you this evening to go back to what you were doing before now, uh, do you have any area that you probably want to clarify with the audience, or anything that you feel you want to share with the audience before we release you this evening?
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Timothy. Um, when I started this session, I said I gave an extensive explanation of, is it explanation, exposition of who I was.
Yeah.
I'm an affiliate marketer and a writer. Now I launched, recently I just launched my writing agency. And what I will be offering to the world is this. Now we understand something, that words have its power. There's a way you will write effectively, and then somebody who was once annoyed with you can turn into a friend, and you can turn an enemy into a friend with the right words. Not necessarily a friend, but you can turn an enemy to somebody who works in your favor if you know how to use words. So now I decided to create a writing agency where I'll be offering my services in writing. Now, let me say you have a birthday celebration, you had a challenge with somebody, and you want to write an apology letter, or anything that surrounds writing, a short piece that you know that you can't really write properly. I'm here with my services to do that for
So,
you. And aside
sorry,
that,
I think I have to come in before you continue. Sorry about that. So, if I want to send, hey, I don't know what happened. Her network, no, she has to come back because she has to come back here. I needed to clarify some things because she has said if you want to do anything called writing, and I think there is somebody that I have actually been looking at recently, and I don't know how to express myself to her. I think Miracle should be that short plug for me to pass the right message to her. So probably we are converting um, this talk show to a relationship talk. So yes, I think she's back now. Yes, so you have to come back. Are you there?
yes, I am.
So you get what I was trying to say?
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay, I said thank you for that exposition just now. Uh,
Okay,
Before you continue what you were saying, there's somebody that I've been eyeing recently. So
okay,
I don't know how to express myself to the person. I think you are the
okay.
short plug to actually work on that for me. So
No
probably,
problem.
oh wow, God has answered my prayer. So, and I'll come back to give my viewers the testimony. I'll come back and share the testimony with you that after I engage in a shop log with Mimi, in fact, I'll be bringing out my wedding card soonest. So you can go ahead, please.
No problem. I look forward to that, to offering my
Oh, that's
services to
lovely.
you.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Okay, aside that, I also created a free ebook that's where I give an exposition on four legitimate high income skills you can learn to leverage online, and then how to monetize your WhatsApp. I created a
Mm.
free ebook. So if you're in need of it, or you really don't know what to go into, but you have an interest to earn from the online space, you can just beep me or send me a message, and you have
So
the
sorry, I have to come in again. Are you there?
yes, I am.
So you have some of these things, and you did share it with me personally, and I'm now hearing them from the outside world. I think this is strange. She has gone again. So, but we are almost done for today. We're just trying to wrap up the show for this evening. It's been an awesome time here in Tim-Osa Media Studio from the heart of Glasgow here in the United Kingdom. We've been having a wonderful time in this studio, and with our guest this evening, Miracle Favorite. She has actually done justice to a lot of things. Yes, thank God you are back. So all these things that you are saying now, if not that I okay, I think I can say if not that I was led to you, this is how I would not have known anything about this thing. So, and this is exactly the person I've been searching for all this while. And I didn't know that she was just beside me. She's just on my contact. So, but thank God, uh, Tim-Osa Media has caught you finally. And I was supposed to ask you on probably privately, but I'll be asking you publicly now so that the whole world will hear your answer. Yes,
Okay.
we have Tim-Osa Media is a platform that is not just on the weekly talk show all alone. We needed to delve into other areas. The media aspect of Tim-Osa as a conglomerate is one that we want to actually look at a whole lot of things. We are into doing a voice pop, we are into doing advert, we are into birthday charades, birthday wishes, and a whole lot of things. So we need some volunteers, which we have actually gotten some. We need a video editor. We need someone that can write. We need someone that can help us with some probably the voice pop and some other things. So Tim-Osa Media is requesting for your own service to probably volunteer with us if you have the time, and probably you have the passion to actually help us achieve this goal. Is that something that you can do? I'm making this a public proposal, yes, to you. I was supposed to do it privately, but I'm doing it publicly so that I think somebody, yeah, somebody is watching, so that we'll hear your reply, Miss Miracle.
Okay. This is what I have to say. As long as Jesus tarries and He gives me the power and will, my services are available. As long as it's within my power, my
Wow,
services are available.
wow! This is glorious. I think I'm still getting to know the person I have on my contacts. I'm still. I thought I knew her, but I think I'm still just getting to know her. Thank you for honoring our invitation this evening, and thank you for your time. I understand you're very busy. You're a busy person, but you still find that time to join us this evening. On behalf of the management and the staff of Tim-Osa Media, we want to say a very big thank you to you. And we want to have a very nice time working with you. We want to make sure we build content together. We have fed lives together. We want to make sure that our generation, we don't just go through our generation without affecting lives. So that is our joy, and that is what is actually helping us grow and stay alive today. So I'll be adding you up to a very closed WhatsApp group that has some few persons that were trying to brainstorm and kick off immediately. So thank you for your time this evening. And I don't know, do you still have any other thing to say before we go, please?
No.
Okay.
I look forward to
Thank you.
connecting with you people.
Yeah.
With more
Yeah.
persons.
Okay.
So my name is Miracle
A lot of
Favorite on all platforms.
Okay, Miracle Favorite, yes.
On all platforms.
I'm connected with her on Facebook. I'm connected on WhatsApp. I'm connected on LinkedIn. I'm connected physically, and I'm connected with her spiritually. So you might not understand. So we are connected. So if you want to connect with her, you can do well to connect with her. Miracle Favorite. You have a lot to learn. A lot to learn. You can't be a friend and you will not learn anything. Yes, I know what I'm saying. So that is all from us this evening from our studio here from the heart of Glasgow. Thank you for standing by us. Thank you for joining us this evening, and thank you for staying through. We love you, and we hope to have this again in the nearest future. Hopefully next time, next week, anytime, but you get to see the flyer. Thank you for your time once again, Miracle Favorite, and have a good night
Thanks
rest.
so much.
You're welcome. So, to our viewers, have a good night rest and have a blessed week ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye.